Before the college entrance exam, I ran into a homeless man. His eyes were red. His voice trembled. I'm you. 20 years from now. I rolled my eyes. You're crazy. Me. 20 years from now. Nonsense. Hear me out. He grabbed my sleeve. At the college entrance exam 7 days from now, you'll be caught helping Liu Bo cheat. Your scores will be voided. Liu Bo. He was my childhood best friend. During the science exam, Liu Bo will pretend to faint, then ask you to copy answers for him. The proctors will catch you both on the spot. It will ruin your life. You're insane. Liu Bo's grades aren't great, but he'd never ask me to help him cheat. Besides, I'm not an idiot. I wouldn't gamble with my future. Siyi and I didn't believe him. The homeless man pulled a crumpled exam admission ticket from his coat. Even stranger, there was an ink stain in its lower right corner. I'd accidentally dripped ink there yesterday. I froze. His figure began to fade. I don't have much time. Remember, don't trust Liu Bo. Someone has bought him off. Bought off by whom? Why? Because your score will make you the top scorer. Someone doesn't want that to happen. And one more thing. Buy a lottery ticket after the exam. The numbers are, what are they? There. Before he could finish, he vanished. Only the admission ticket in my hand remained, proving it hadn't been a hallucination. My phone rang. Muyun, where are you? Come get some grilled skewers. Normally, I'd immediately say I was on my way. But now, no, I need to study. There was a pause on the other end. Why have you kept turning me down lately? Are you hiding something from me? No. I just want to prepare properly. All right. Good luck on the exam, then. After hanging up, my heart pounded like a drum. Liu Bo had sounded completely normal. But why would my future self come all this way to warn me? Xiaoyun. How did studying go today? Not bad. Son, your mom and I aren't putting pressure on you. Just do your best. Seeing the hope on their faces, and their fear of pressuring me, something suddenly struck my heart. If I were really disqualified for cheating, how devastated would they be? I sat at my desk, with my physics test spread before me. I couldn't take in a single word. My phone buzzed again. It was my homeroom teacher, Ms. Ren. Muyun, come to my office tomorrow. I have good news. What good news? It's a secret. You'll find out tomorrow. She hung up. I felt even more uneasy. At a time like this, what good news could there be? Muyun, you're here. Have a seat. Ms. Ren adjusted her glasses. Based on your overall performance over the past 3 years, the school has nominated you for Huaqing University's early admissions interview. I dreamed of attending Huaqing University, but never expected this chance to come so suddenly. But there is one strict requirement. You must score at least 680 on the entrance exam. Thank you, Ms. Ren. I'll give it everything I've got. Congratulations, genius. Huaqing's early admissions. How did you know? Only 3 students in our grade were nominated. It's not exactly a secret, but that's a lot of pressure, isn't it? What if you mess up the exam? I won't. Muyun. We've been best friends for years. If you run into any trouble, you have to tell me. I nodded, but another question circled in my mind. Who was trying to destroy me? During the mock exam that afternoon, I deliberately chose the seat farthest from Liu Bo. Halfway through, Liu Bo suddenly raised his hand. Teacher, my stomach hurts. Bear with it. 10 minutes left. I really can't. Maybe something I ate for lunch was bad. As he stood, he deliberately bumped my desk. A note fell onto the floor. I watched coldly, without moving an inch. Liu Bo clearly froze for a moment. He bent down and picked up the note, then hurried out of the classroom. After the exam, he stopped me in the hallway. That note just now. What note? He gave an awkward laugh. Nothing. Oh, right? Yang Siyi and the others are going to karaoke tonight. It's our last get-together. Yang Siyi, she was our class arts representative, and the girl I'd secretly loved for 2 years. You guys go. I'm not going. Muyun, you've been really strange lately. You used to be the first one excited for things like this. And Yang Siyi specifically told me to invite you. My heart stirred, but I still didn't agree. That night, I stayed alone in the classroom, working through practice problems. My phone screen lit up. Yang Siyi had sent me a message. Are you really not coming? There are some things. If I don't say them today, I may never get the chance. I stared at the screen for a long time. What things? As I hesitated over my reply. With a pop, every light in the classroom went out. Someone stepped out of the darkness. You did well. You avoided every test that Liu Bo set for you, but this isn't over. What's really going on? Why is Liu Bo trying to ruin me? It isn't what he wants. He's being used as a pawn. Liu Bo's father borrowed from loan sharks. They gave him an offer. If Liu Bo can make you fail the entrance exam, they'll erase the debt. What? The lender's son is also taking the entrance exam this year. Your scores have always been higher than his. If they get you out of the running, his son becomes the top scorer. What should I do? Stand firm. Don't leave him any opening. I don't have much time. Let me tell you a few more things. On exam day, besides Liu Bo, there's someone else you need to watch closely. Chen Bo. He's a proctor in your exam room. He's taken money. He'll deliberately create an opening for Liu Bo. During the science exam, Liu Bo won't be pretending. He really will faint. They tamper with his breakfast. They're that ruthless? With enough money, people will do any vile thing. Back then, I was too soft-hearted. When I saw him collapse, I panicked. That's how I fell into their trap. One last thing. Yang Siyi invited you out tonight because she really has something to tell you. If you don't go this time, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. She's moving abroad. Tonight is when she plans to tell you how she feels. It took me 17 years to understand that. With that, he vanished again. I looked down at the time on my phone. My heart gave a violent thump. Yang Siyi was going to confess to me. You only get one youth. Some regrets can never be undone. Didn't you go to karaoke? I've been waiting for you, because I'm flying to the United States tomorrow. My dad's new job is confirmed. The whole family is going with him. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I was afraid it'd affect your studying. Muyun, I like you. I've liked you since our first year. Every time I watched you play on the court, or watched you work through problems, I'd think, how can someone be this handsome? Yang Siyi, I've liked you for a long time too. I'm sorry. Telling you this now is only causing you trouble. No. Thank you for telling me. When my exams are over, I'll see you off at the airport. I'm afraid I really won't be able to leave then. Do your best on the exam. Get into Huaqing University. Someday, I'll come to the United States to find you. Okay, I'll wait for you. When I got home, there was a message from Liu Bo on my phone. Brother, where are you? The karaoke party's over. Let's talk tomorrow. Some things need to be cleared up face to face. I didn't reply. From today on, the word brother meant nothing to me. Muyun, let's find somewhere to talk. We have nothing to talk about. It's about the entrance exam. I might do something that betrays you. What? My dad owes money. They said, if I make you fail the entrance exam, the debt will be wiped clean. So, what are you going to do? I don't know. Muyun, I truly don't want to betray you. But my dad. How much does your dad owe? 300,000 yuan. Liu Bo, have you ever thought about this? If my scores are voided for cheating, my whole life will be over. I thought you were my brother, but you're going to destroy my future. From today on, we're through. Muyun, I hear you've been under a lot of pressure lately. Try to adjust your mindset. If you're struggling, you can talk to me. Ms. Ren, have the exam proctors all been assigned? More or less. Why? Nothing. Just asking. I heard Mr. Chenbo is proctoring exam room 12 this time. That's for the science exam, right? I was hoping he'd be my proctor. He's a great teacher in class. Exam room 12. That was exactly the room I'd been assigned to. It seemed to me from 20 years later, had been telling the truth. It seemed Mr. Chenbo was after me too. Muyun, there are only a few days left. Come ask me if you have any questions about physics. Stay steady for the entrance exam. I believe in you. I'd already figured out their scheme. Once the science exam began, Liu Bo would faint on the spot. Amid the chaos, Chen Bo would give Liu Bo an opening, letting him get close to me. Then they'd pin the cheating accusation on me. It was a clever plan. But what they didn't know was, I'd already seen every card in their hand. Xiaoyun, you're still studying. Don't stay up too late. You need enough sleep. Mom, what if something goes wrong during the entrance exam? What could go wrong? Like being falsely accused of cheating. Silly child. What are you thinking? I know you better than anyone. Even if the whole world doubts you, I will believe you. I nodded. My parents' hopes for me. I could never let them down. The next day, the school held its final mock exam. I paid special attention to the seating. Sure enough, Liu Bo and I were seated one behind the other. A coincidence? I didn't believe it. Before the exam started, Liu Bo looked back at me. There was too much in that look. I couldn't put it into words. Halfway through, Liu Bo suddenly raised his hand. Teacher, I need to change pens. He deliberately knocked his pen onto the floor. It rolled right to my feet. I didn't even look at it. I kicked it far away. Liu Bo's expression changed. He bent down to retrieve the pen, then hurried back to his seat. After the exam, he came to find me again. Muyun, I really get lost. Just one word. He swallowed every word that followed. The school gave us study leave before the entrance exam. Our dining table looked like a New Year's Eve feast. It was covered with dishes. My parents sat across from me, watching. They held their chopsticks for ages without moving. Dad will drive you tomorrow. No need. I can get there myself. Absolutely not. On such an important day, your mother has to be there. I knew I couldn't argue with them, so I nodded. I was in bed by 9 that night. I turned over, then turned back. I closed my eyes, then opened them again. I just couldn't fall asleep. My phone screen lit up. Muyun, good luck on the entrance exam tomorrow. I typed a short reply. Wait for me to find you. Then I placed my phone face down on my pillow and closed my eyes. For myself, for my parents, for Yang Siyi. Tomorrow's battle. I had to win it cleanly and decisively. You've changed a lot. You've changed too. The past has been rewritten. Naturally, the future will change with it. But for tomorrow's exam, you still need to stay on guard. I know. No, you don't. His tone turned grave. They have another move. What other move? Liu Bo feigning. That was only the first step. The real trap comes after that. Chembo will use the chaos to slip a phone into your desk. A phone. It will already contain the science exam answers. The answers. Vicious, isn't it? Even if you ignore Liu Bo, they can still frame you. Then, what do I do? Simple. The first thing you do when you enter the exam room, search that desk top to bottom, inside and out. If you find anything suspicious, raise your hand and report it immediately. Anything else? And this? He handed me a sealed document envelope, evidence against the mastermind. After the entrance exam ends, take it to the police station. How did you get all this? 17 years. Enough time to uncover every ugly truth. Oh, and the last question on the science exam. Choose C, trust me. With that, he vanished again. At 6 in the morning, I got up the moment my alarm rang. Mom had already laid out breakfast. I sat down and carefully chewed every bite. This breakfast today, nothing could possibly go wrong with it. Dad drove me to the entrance of the exam site. Among the crowd, I spotted Liu Bo at a glance. When he saw me, his feet shifted. He seemed to want to come speak to me. But in the end, he remained rooted where he was. At exactly 8, the exam room opened. I took a deep breath and walked in. After finding my seat number, I didn't sit down right away. I bent down and checked the desk compartment, legs, under the chair, and the drawers hitting gaps. I searched every corner, one by one. Student, what are you doing? Checking the desk to see if there's anything that shouldn't be here. Being cautious is a good thing. Teacher, there's a phone in the hidden compartment of my desk. It's tucked right into the gap. It's not mine. Maybe the previous examiner left it behind. What's going on? Why is this phone full of exam answers? This is extremely serious. I need to report this to the exam board immediately. Report. C3, row 4. A phone was found beneath the desk. Understood. Pull up the surveillance footage. The cameras seem to have malfunctioned. All of you, move to another exam room. All right, this exam room is suspended. All examinees will move to the backup room. New proctors, new seats. Liu Bo was assigned to the other end of the classroom, far away from me. I glanced at him from afar. His head was lowered. He didn't even dare look up. The language exam papers were handed out. The essay prompt had just one word: choice. Life is built from one choice after another. Some choices seem insignificant, yet they can send your whole life down an entirely different path. I heard there was an incident in your exam room. Just a small hiccup. It didn't affect the exam. I didn't go into detail. I didn't want them worrying too. The afternoon math exam went smoothly. Muyun, I heard about what happened this morning. It didn't affect you, did it? No. That evening, the television news reported the attempted cheating incident. My phone lit up. Liu Bo had sent to words. I'm sorry. I didn't reply. If apologies solved everything, what would we need the police for? The combined science exam began the next day. Every proctor was unfamiliar. About an hour into the exam, Liu Bo suddenly sprang to his feet. Teacher. I remained in my seat, watching coldly. I knew exactly what was happening. If we'd been in the original exam room, if Chen Bo had been standing at the front, this would have been their chance to tamper with my desk amid the chaos. Too bad for them. Their little game. I'd already overturned the board. Remembering what my future self had said, I deliberately checked the final question. Sure enough, C was the correct answer. I could have worked it out myself, but a heads up never hurts. How was it? I did all right. Not bad. What did you choose for that last physics question? B. What about you? I chose C. C. No way. Oh, right? I heard Liu Bo was hospitalized. What happened? Apparently, it was food poisoning. That's awful. He didn't even finish the Chinese exam. I raised my teacup and took a sip, my gaze calm. After every subject was finished, I delivered the envelope to the police station. I'd done everything I had to do. The rest was for the law to handle. The news broke a major case. The businessman determined to make his son the top scorer was prominently listed among those arrested. Soon after, the entrance exam results were released. The day had finally come. Son, you're incredible. Now we can finally sleep peacefully. I smiled and accepted their congratulations. But in my mind, I was thinking of someone across the ocean. I got into Huaqing University. Really? That's wonderful. Wait for me. In 4 years, I'll come find you. I'll wait for you. I was packing in my room when my phone buzzed. Muyun, congratulations on getting into Huaqing. I'm repeating my final year. I'll try again next year. You will probably never forgive me, but I still want to say I'm sorry and thank you. Good luck. Then I deleted his contact information. After that, I set off for Huaqing University. At 18, the sky seemed endless above me. My life had only just begun. College life was fuller than I'd expected. Huaqing's academic workload was intense, but I truly enjoyed it. How was your day? Not bad. And yours? Not bad. I miss you. Siyi. I've got good news. I'm going to America. Really? You're coming here. Really? Next September. Marry me. I do. You were right from the start. The timing was right, and so was the person. You to make us proud. In the end, I joined an artificial intelligence company. When I was 30, the company went public. As an early employee, my shares brought in a considerable return. 2 years later, our daughter was born. We finally didn't have to live apart anymore. What are you thinking about? I was thinking how lucky we are. Yeah, we really are lucky. 7 years later, I attended an investment agreement signing as the founder. Among the investors' representatives, a familiar face caught my eye. Liu Bo. Long time no see. Yeah. It's been a long time. After I achieved fame and success, I would look at my bright, clever daughter and sometimes remember that night which changed the course of my entire life. If one day she just stood at a crossroads in life, I would tell her, choose the path you believe is right, then walk it without looking back. Never let anyone else take the wheel for you, because you only get one life. There is no reverse gear. One day, an unsigned letter arrived at our home. When I opened it, I found it was from Liu Bo. Muyun. 22 years have passed. I've finally gathered the courage to write you this letter. I'm not asking for your forgiveness. There are things I've kept buried for too long. Things I need to say. The year of our entrance exams, I nearly ruined you. And ruined myself too. All these years, I've kept wondering, what if I'd chosen our friendship back then? Instead of that dirty money? What would life be like now? Maybe we'd still be best friends. Maybe I could have gotten into a decent university. Maybe the decades that followed would have been completely different. But there are no what-ifs. I chose the wrong road myself. I should bear the consequences myself. I've worked myself to the bone these past years, not to atone for anything, but to prove to myself that Liu Bo isn't worthless. The money I invested in your company wasn't about profit. I simply wanted to contribute to education. If we'd had even slightly better educational resources back then, maybe my dad wouldn't have been driven down that path. Muyun, thank you for not writing me off completely back then. And thank you for all these years. For always being the light that guided me, my old friend. After reading the letter, I was silent for a long while. After some thought, I picked up my phone and sent Liu Bo a message. Just 2 words. But I knew the knot we'd carried for over 30 years had finally come undone. Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you, sweetheart. Dad, what was your dream when you were little? To get into a good university, I suppose. Did it come true? It did. Then my dream is to get into Huaqing too. Just like you, Dad. All right. Dad believes in you. You'll make it. Time flew by, and in the blink of an eye, my daughter was in her final year of high school. Her grades had always been steady, placing her near the top of her grade. But 1 month before the entrance exams, she suddenly came to me. Dad, I'm nervous. What's wrong? What if I mess up the exam? What if I don't get the score you want? Sweetheart, do you know what happened to Dad? When he took his entrance exams for the first time, I told her the whole story exactly as it happened. Of course, I left out the part about traveling through time. Let Dad tell you something. What? The secret to winning in the end isn't never feeling afraid. It's being afraid and taking another step forward anyway. Stop worrying needlessly about her. She's our daughter. I'm not worried. I just suddenly feel like time has passed far too quickly. Yeah. More than 20 years, just like that. Do you have any regrets? Regret what? Being with me. The thing I regret least in this life is running to you that night and saying those things. Mom, Dad, I think I did really well. Yeah. What truly matters in life is often not the grand goals we always talk about, but the time we waste with the people beside us. The entrance exams ended 3 days later. A month later, the results came out. 688, top 20 in the city. She hadn't reached my ranking from back then, but it was still an excellent score. Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't beat your score. Silly girl. You've already surpassed your dad because you earned this with your own hands. Nobody pulled strings for you. Dad, that sounds kind of strange. I laughed too. What truly mattered was that I seized that opportunity back then and found my own path. And now, it was the next generation's turn to write their story. At 50, I made a decision. I sold my company shares and founded an education foundation. Why did you suddenly want to do that? Because I know one opportunity can completely turn a person's life around. The foundation's first project was to build a library in my hometown's county seat. On opening day, I personally invited Liu Bo. He came, bringing his wife and son. Thank you for still inviting me. More than 30 years ago, I nearly crashed and burned in the most important exam of my life. It wasn't because I didn't work hard enough. It was because someone wanted a shortcut. We're building this library today to tell every child one thing. Knowledge can change your destiny, but taking shortcuts and choosing crooked schemes will only hurt you in the end. The applause went on for a long time. I saw Liu Bo's eyes redden. All these years, have you been doing all right? Not bad. Muyun. There's something I've always wanted to ask you about what happened during the entrance exams back then. How did you know in advance? Instinct. That's right. My instincts told me to stay alert. Muyun. If there's another life, I'd still want you as my brother. No need to wait for another life. We can be brothers now. He froze for a moment, then grabbed my hand tightly. With that handshake, the hurdle of more than 30 years was finally behind us. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a long time. Looks like life has treated you well. Thanks to you. Not because of me. You made those choices yourself. I only gave you a warning. One that changed my whole life. That's how life is. One decision, one turn, and the entire road changes. So, you've come again. What are you here to warn me about this time? No, this time, I'm here to say goodbye. Goodbye. You don't need me anymore. You've lived an incredible life. And every choice you've made has been the right one. I'm the one who should thank you. Because you're living so well now. 18-year-old me didn't come here for nothing. If you could do it all again, would you choose not to tell me? No. Because seeing you happy is my greatest happiness. It turned out the greatest stroke of luck wasn't seeing the future in advance, It was finding the courage to change the present. Why aren't you home yet? We're waiting to have a late night snack with you. I'm coming. As I walked out of the library, the sky above was full of stars. At 50, I still look forward to tomorrow. Because I know the best time is always now.